Good day, human Latiosites. This is LatiosAzurill, and welcome to Season 9, Week 2 of the WPL with the Philadelphia Froakies versus OPJellicent and the Toronto Leaf Storms. So, this week, I got the Scar Fictini, I got the U-turn for the Switch Initiative, I got the V-Create, I got the Pulse Strike. Basically, this thing, it hits hard, it hits fast. I got the Volcanion spec set, so pretty much, I got the immunity to water, which can really, pretty much wall that Keldeo, because I do have some investment in defense. I got the Mega Aggron. Basically, it sets up rocks, and it hits pretty hard. It has really nice bulky physical defense. Got Mimikyu. Mimikyu is my Z user, but the thing is, it's going to be limited in how much it can really actually take advantage of that. I'm not going to end up using the Z move anyway, as it turns out. But I have Donphan. Pretty much Donphan. I have priority. It's my spinner. It can take some physical hits, but it's not really going to do all that well on the special side. But it is nice that it does have the knockoff, which is pretty useful. And I have Cresselia. Cresselia basically is my immunity to ground. Well, Mold Breaker notwithstanding, it has nice bulk, both physical and special, because I am running a bold one. I am actually not running Toxic this week on it, but it does have the. I mean, I have Side Shock, I have Moonblast, it has Moonlight and Calm Mind. So basically, if I can set up, and this thing will just live forever as long as it doesn't get toxic. My opponent, of course, has a nice team. He has obviously he has the Fortress that can, well, that can clear out the hazards. He has his Scarfed Tornadus, which once again going to be a problem because not many of my team members really want to take a Hurricane from that thing. He has the Keldeo. He's got Reuniclus. Reuniclus, if that thing starts setting up, then I got problems. Entei is a big threat because once again, not too many of my Pokemon want to take a Flare Blitz, and the ones that do want to take a Flare Blitz, they really don't want to take a Stone Edge. And of course, the Mega T-Tar is always going to be a threat, especially to Cresselia. That said, let's get into the battle. So he's going to lead off with Keldeo. I'm actually going to lead off Aggron, which is probably not a good way for me to start off here. I'm going to get that crit right away while I set up my rocks. So right off the bat, this is already not going very well for Aggron. And the thing is, I'm actually going to make the very predictable play here, because I don't feel like sacking it off right now, so I'm actually going to go to Cresselia, which is pretty obvious enough for him to go for the Surf right there. So he's going to switch into T-Tar here, which I'm actually just going to double down on Cresselia, even though I probably should have actually just switched at that point. But really, not many of my team members really want to take on Mega T-Tar, so I'm just gonna set up. I'm gonna get +2 and Calm Mind just start Moonblasting, which, yeah, T-Tar in the Sandstorm, it's gonna take the hit pretty well, but there's really not too much I can do at this point. I'm gonna have to let Cresselia go down because I really can't afford to lose anyone else. But the nice thing is that it is in range of pretty much. Well, I was hoping they would be in range of an Ice Trap. I wasn't running the calcs, so not quite enough. But the nice thing is that I am going to be able to get Crunch pretty well from this thing. So he's going to get the Crunch. I am Toxic, but Rapid Spin's going to be enough to take that thing down at this point. So I am going to be able to get rid of the rocks, which is nice. So I'm going to go for a knockoff. It's going to get a crit on the Reuniclus, which is really nice. So now that thing has no leftovers. It's pretty much in range, but he's actually going to switch out into Fortress. I went for EQ just because I wanted to get as much damage as I could. So at this point, I'm actually going to knock off. I want to get rid of his Custap Berry. So he's gonna go for his Rapid Spin here, which is toxic damage. I'm going to lose Donphan. So here, I'm actually going to go into Victini here. I'm going for Bolt Strike just in case he was going into the Tornadus or the Keldeo. I was kind of expecting the Keldeo there. So he's going to go into Entei. And I'm actually going to switch into Volcanion here while he goes for a Stone Edge. So at this point, yeah, really not too much I can do. Obviously, based on the fact that he keeps using Stone Edge, at this point it reveals he is definitely choiced. I'm going to set up a Swords Dance here. Now, the thing is, I should have set up another Swords Dance. I shouldn't have just gone for the Shadow Sneak right there, because I would have outspeed the Reuniclus, because it was kind of obvious he was going to switch. Now, I could have... I probably could have gone for my Z move there, but since it was Fairy, it wouldn't have done that much damage, so I was better off just getting the damage I could. Now, here I'm going to miss the Bolt Strike, which is kind of a big deal here. Once again, it really kind of depends, because once again, he would have had to land in a Hurricane. Because if he would have missed a Hurricane, he would have been in trouble here, because if I would have landed that Bolt Strike, then I could have taken down the Entei with this hit. So he would either have sack off Entei or switch into Tornadus, and then land a Hurricane. But then his entire win condition would have been relying on landing that Hurricane. So once again, that Bolt Strike miss definitely secured the win for him. However, once again, he still would have had that win condition if he would have landed the Hurricane. Then it would have been GG anyway. So it's going to actually switch back into Keldeo there just for the differential at that point and just take down Aggron. So with that is going to be another loss for us. Definitely a lot less of fewer bad plays than from last week for me. Once again, I am just getting back into to metagame anyway. Yeah, the Bolt Strike definitely hurt, but ultimately I probably shouldn't have let Cresselia go down like that. I shouldn't have just sacked off Cresselia to the T-Tar from the get-go rather than doubling down the Calm Minds. But that said, that is going to be game. So right now that brings us to 0-2. But, you know, it's still the beginning of the season, so we can always turn things around. So, you know, let's see how things go as the season progresses. That said, thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.